Hello and welcome back to yet another Memorabilia Monday. This, of course, is your favorite part about.
Mondays.
I'm John, and with me, as always, is my old man,
This is Bob the Collector.
Collector. There's a lot going on in the sports world right now. We got a all-time series between the Thunder and the Spurs in the NBA playoffs. We've got the Knicks on the verge of getting to the NBA Finals. I mean, who would have thought? I don't think they're going to win it. I think the Thunder or the Spurs will
Yeah.
beat the Knicks or even Cleveland if Cleveland somehow make a miraculous comeback. We've got Championship Sunday in the Premier League. I mean, the championship's already been decided, but you got a relegation battle right now between two pretty big London clubs in West Ham and Tottenham. The College Softball World Series is on. College Baseball World Series is going to start. There's a lot going on in the sports world.
Indy
I've probably
500.
missed some things, but yeah, the Indy 500 as well. Um, but Collector, everybody wants to know, what do you got today?
Well, I went with basketball today. This guy is considered the greatest defensive player of all time in NBA history.
Rudy Gobert?
Not Rudy, though. He's up there.
Yeah.
And who else do you think? You're probably thinking Wemby.
No. In history, I mean, Scottie Pippen's got to be up there. He was pretty good at defense. Tony Allen? Tony Allen's my guy. He was a great defender for the Grizzlies.
Well, I mean, some people might say, oh, there's so many through the years. I mean, Dennis Rodman was great.
Yeah.
Going back to my era.
Oh,
But
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell, yes. That's what it says on his NBA on the NBA Hall of Fame website. He's the greatest defensive player of all time in history. And I tend to agree with that. I mean, it'd be interesting to see how he would fare in today's basketball world. I'd love to see it. He's 6'10". He was 6'10". So what is Wemby?
Hmm.
I mean,
Seven
I've
four.
I've heard 7'4" all the way up to 7'6". Um, it would be interesting to see, but he was known as one of the greatest shot blockers of all time.
Yeah.
And Wemby, what does the Wemby get a game? Would you say?
Two.
Block shots.
2.3.
Two.
About two or
The the stat for block shots wasn't official in the NBA until 73-74 season. So
three.
we don't know what Russell had, but when they talked to referees from his era, they thought him and also Will Chamberlain, they had great battles, him and Will Chamberlain, by the way, um, averaged like 6 to 8 block shots a game. Just amazing. And the thing about I always heard this story, and that Will Chamberlain was great at shot blocking too, but he liked to show the effect of it. Like he hit it so hard it'd go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Well, his coach, would try to tell Chamberlain, "Hey, stop doing that because that gives the ball right back to the offense."
Right.
Where Will Chamberlain was more of a touch. I mean, sorry, Bill Russell was more of a touch when he blocked his shots. That he would tap it to a teammate to start a fast break or to keep it in play so that they could get the rebound.
Yeah. And it's interesting you bring up how you think he would do in today's era because there's a lot of discourse about that in the NBA circles of like LeBron's the greatest of all time because he plays in an era that everybody's better. And so everyone says, oh, Wilt Chamberlain, his 100-point game, it would never be done today. Well, Bam Adebayo put up 83 points in an NBA game today. So you can miss me with that argument because I think Wilt Chamberlain is a better player than Bam Adebayo, and that's not
Right,
even close. So
right. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, you look at baseball. Babe Ruth, who some consider the greatest of all time,
yeah, but was
is
he
definitely
facing like 85-mile-an-hour pitches most of the time?
well that. Or what if he had to face a left-hander like Sandy Koufax
Right.
back in the day? But then again, he was probably facing pitchers that spitball was legal back then. So who knows?
Right.
Yeah, it's just a different era. It'd be great to see how they'd fare, but we'll never know. But I don't know. I still agree. Russell, the greatest of all time. The item I have today was talked about. We had this on our show 5, 6 years ago, I think. Um, it's an 8x10 signed in the corner with his number, which is nice. It came out really nice. Nice guy. My biggest regret is that a player of his caliber should have been on a jersey. And if I had to do it over again, of course I would do that. But
Yeah.
but still nice to get the auto because he didn't do many shows back then. Um, but still, it was great to meet him at one time. You probably don't remember that. You were probably, I think that was a Kansas City TriStar show. That's all long ago it was.
Yeah, I don't really remember those too much, but yeah, like you said, great player. I mean, great franchise as well with Boston. I mean, I'm not a Celtics guy. I'm not a Boston fan in general. I think the fan base there is very spoiled with it seems like at one time they're gonna have one of their teams good, whether it be the Patriots, Bruins, Celtics, doesn't matter. Someone will be good.
Well, listen to this stat if you want to hear something interesting. Um, 11-time NBA champ, Bill Russell. They won 8 consecutive titles from 59 to 66. So yeah, you talk about a little spoiled, and that was in the 60s. Look at I mean, they're still a great franchise. They're
Yeah,
still winning it.
they're still
It's great.
consistently making the playoffs and
Yeah,
in with a shout every year.
yeah, yeah. Well, and some other stats just throw out, Bill Russell, 2-time NCAA champion. You know what school he went to? This is kind of a tricky question because it's not a well-known school for basketball.
I feel like I should. I think I might be mixing him up with somebody else. Did he go to San Francisco?
He did go to San Francisco.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
yeah, very good. That's impressive. Um, 5-time MVP, 12-time All Star. Sports Illustrated called him the Sportsman of the Year in 1968. Sporting News called him the Athlete of the Decade in 1970. So quite a career. And then he had a good, successful coaching career after that. 2 times in the 11 championships, he was a player coach
Hmm,
for the Celtics at the
that's
end.
that's impressive.
Yeah, Red Auerbach had retired and gave it over to Bill Russell to manage the team, and yeah, 2 championships.
I'd be curious to see how that would work in today's game if somebody like LeBron took
Oh
over as the
yeah,
coach of the Lakers. I mean, he
yeah,
kind of already has taken over as the GM of the Lakers, and look at how that's worked out for him. So, I mean,
right.
but
That I
yeah,
could see that happening though. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Pete Rose was a player coach for the Reds for at least a year or two.
yeah,
Um, I think didn't Magic Johnson do that for the Lakers?
you're
It
asking the wrong guy. I don't know.
seemed like in the 90s. I'd have to go back and check. There was a player. I thought it was him. Yeah, I'll have to check, but getting sidetracked here. But yeah, Bill Russell, great player, great coach. I think greatest defensive player of all time. It would be very interesting to see how he would do against Wemby. I'd love to see it. Could he get his shot blocked?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How many tries are you giving Wemby or giving Russell? Is it like one like are they going best to 11? Are they just Wemby with the ball 10 tries? Can he score on Russell? You know,
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
be
Yeah, wouldn't
be
that be
really
great?
interesting to see. Yeah,
Or Will Chamberlain
how his
against
game how
Wemby.
the games would translate to each other. I mean, that's what everybody wants. I wish it was possible, but it's just not because Father Time never loses.
Yeah, well, and that's just it. Those great matchups: Will Chamberlain versus Bill Russell. Wouldn't it be great if we had that with Wemby now? I don't know.
Well, we're kind of getting it. I don't think Chet is really up to his standard, but
But still
I mean,
young,
yeah,
still both young.
there's a lot of exciting talent in the NBA, though. I mean, SGA obviously not the same position, but yeah, we'll see. There's a
Yeah,
lot. There's a lot to look forward to in the NBA, I think.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I mean, some great dynasties potentially starting up here. So we'll see. We'll see what
Well,
happens this year. But I think you're right. I think it's a Thunder against the Knicks and Thunder in 4, maybe 5.
wow, you're picking the Thunder over the Spurs. Interesting.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I agree with you, Collector, and it would be very interesting to know how much have these players taken from watching Russell's game. You
right. Yeah,
know,
yeah. That'd be interesting. I'd love to hear them say that. I watched tape of Bill Russell and learned from him
right, a
because you could learn
lasting
a
legacy.
lot.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is a really cool item, Collector. We appreciate you sharing. Anything else you'd like to add?
I don't think so. Other than like you said, exciting time of year for sports. So things are heating up. We've got summer baseball coming up, and we've got football around the corner.
Absolutely. Well, as we said, let us know in the comments below. How do you think Bill Russell's game would translate to the NBA today? Do you think he would stand a chance, or do you think it'd be over for him? But like, would he even get a contract? And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help grow our YouTube channel. And always be sure to keep it mint.
keep a gem mint, just like this Bill Russell item.
Keep it gem mint, everybody, and we'll see you later.
All right, bye.